Hello everybody, this is Baka Zombie. Welcome back to another Pokemon VGC video. Hey, gang, I just decided we're pulling the trigger. We're not gonna dink around anymore in Generation or Regulation G. We're jumping right into Regulation H. This is a week before it goes live on the ladder, so we are doing casual battles today. Might take a little bit more time to get some more battles, or some good battles to show you guys. But I think we might need an extra week with the team. I think this is a 4-week kind of team because I kind of just went real bananas with the hard trick room, and as you can see, we got kind of wild here. So on your screen before you, you can see that I have Snorlax, Abomasnow, Conkeldurr, Farigiraf, Sableye, and Camerupt. And actually, can I look at this team? No, I'm gonna go. Hold on, I'm doing this incorrectly. Let me get the actual summaries of the Pokemon here. All right, I'll actually hide my camera this time so you guys can see what the movesets and stuff are. So, like I said, we're using the hard trick room. This sprouted out of me wanting to use Snorlax. I was actually going to make a Reg G Snorlax team, but then we ended up getting Regulation H, so I just started making one for that. So Hard Trick Room, a feature around Snorlax, Protect, Body Slam, Crunch, and Curse. This does have the Ghost Tera as well, so Curse has two different ways to be used here. You can either Curse to up your attack and defense, or you can use Curse to inflict a curse on the enemy. We are using Leftovers on the Snorlax as its item. Thick Fat with the relaxed nature. So that was the starting point of this team. And then I had a few other mods that I wanted to use that were part of Trick Room as well, including Abomasnow with Quiet Nature, Aurora Veil, Ice Shard, Giga Drain, and Blizzard. We're not running Protect on here, which isn't my favorite thing in the world. I'd like to have Protect on Abomasnow, but there's just so many other good things for it to have. If it becomes an issue, we'll drop Ice Shard, I think, for Protect. But it also has the Focus Sash as its held item, so it can take a hit if it needs to. And then the last one I wanted to use that hadn't gotten used in a while, that was Trick Room orientated, is Conkeldurr. Drain Punch knockoff, Fling Mach Punch with Guts. It is holding the Flame Orb, so it can burn itself, get that Guts activated, and then we can fling it off to burn somebody else. Grass Tera on here. We also had Water Tera on Abomasnow. Fling is the move I am not 100% on with Conkeldurr. We could put Wide Guard there instead, but I think Fling is a little cheeky. I've gotten it to work already once, so it's nice for non-Fire Tera Annihilates, so we could do that. And then we have our Trick Room setter. We have a Farigiraf Armor Tail. This one's shiny. I found a shiny Farigiraf. So this is our new Farigiraf Citrus Berry. Helping Hand, Trick Room, Psychic Noise, Dazzling Gleam. Dropped Imprison for Dazzling Gleam from the Farigiraf that we used on the Miraidon team. Otherwise, it's basically the same thing. And then it has Dark Tera instead of the Ground Tera that we used on that Miraidon team. And then for another support mod, we're using Quash Sableye with, of course, Quash Fake Out, Encore, Foul Play. This helps us kind of set up the Trick Room. Sableye's item I wasn't entirely sure on because I already had leftovers on Snorlax. I thought about using Eject Pack so that we can fake out and then get hit and get out of there, but it's not always guaranteed. So I use Safety Goggles. That way we can make sure we Quash or Encore the correct Pokemon, and also we aren't getting put to sleep. We got Fairy Tera on here for defensive Tera. Then last but not least, I was almost going to put like a fast Choice Scarfer just to have something outside of Trick Room, but then Camerupt kind of shored up a lot of our weaknesses. That being said, Camerupt's not good, unfortunately. Doesn't have his Mega, so I tried to go like all-out offense with it, which I still kind of did with the EVs and stuff, but even with Expert Belt, it misses a lot of KOs on things. So I just gave it Assault Vest to be a little bit bulkier. It also does have the Solid Rock, which reduces super effective hits, and it's Grass Tera. So You can get around like Mungus spores that way. Water types still hit 4 times super effective, even with solid rock and assault vest. So grass Teras for that. We are running eruption, flamethrower, Tera blast, so grass Tera blast, and earth power on the Camerupt. So that is the team as of right now. We're gonna run it. I had a couple good games with it on the casual ladder, but that is a casual ladder. So we'll see how it ends up going once we get to ranked. We'll do some more casuals today, see how it goes, and update things as we need. If you guys have any suggestions for changes to the team, let me know in the comment section below, or Pokemon you want to see in the future. Otherwise, let's get into some battles. All right, we have our first game, and it is against a Regulation G team, so we'll see how this goes, especially because it's Calyrex. But I will make this team rental code, so you can try it out for yourself, and it'll update as we update the team as well. So like I said, Calyrex Ice Rider with Indeedee, Torkoal, Monkey, Rillaboom, Urshifu, and Pelipper. So Urshifu and Pelipper are really bad for Camerupt, but Camerupt's also just kind of good into Torkoal, Rillaboom, and Calyrex. So I'm going to bring a Bombasnow for sure to have our ice moves. Is Snorlax worth bringing here? I don't know that it is. I think Conkeldurr is actually going to be really good here. Do I just not bring Sableye? Do I go for Regraph, Conkeldurr, Abomasnow, and Camerupt and just kind of go all out offense here? I think we do. For Regraph, Conkeldurr, Abomasnow, Camerupt. I'm not expecting good things to happen here, but I'm expecting something. That's for sure. I would have liked to fit Snorlax in here, but I think especially with Urshifu. Well, we could have Ghost Terra'd. I don't know. I had a lot of physical attackers, and I'd have to set up curses, which I don't know that I had time for. We're going to see the Urshifu and the Indeedee. We are going to see Indeedee. Do they go for Trick Room? Expecting me to Trick Room. I'm just going to helping... Oh, no, I could Dazzle here. Or I could Psychic Noise. Ooh. I really want to Psychic Noise the freaking Urshifu. I'm going to Psychic Noise the Urshifu. And just knock off the Indeedee. I think the Indeedee's going to Trick Room. Okay, they are going to Tera. It's going to be in the Urshifu, yeah. It's going to go Ghost Tera. That's fine. That actually helps me a lot for the next turn if they, in fact, Trick Room. It's the Surging Strikes on the Furgraph. We're going to live this. Unfortunately... Or maybe fortunately that we don't need our Citrus to the last hit. Yeah, so I think if it would have broke us down to Citrus before the last hit, it wouldn't have gone as well. Okay, they're going to Imprison. So yeah, we weren't getting enough Trick Room no matter what. But this is fine. So we'll get the Psychic Noise onto the Urshifu, who still does a ton of damage. And Conkeldurr can knock off. Boom. Big hit. And we get the burn. Did we not knock anything off of the Indeedee? Does it have no item? Did I just watch a no item Indeedee here? I'm just gonna Helping Hand. Or I think it had Psychic Seeds. So I'm gonna Helping Hand, knock off into the Urshifu. The Indeedee Helping Hands, it just gets KO'd as well. I guess I should have doubled there maybe. But I think Farigiraf just goes down. Oh, Indeedee switches. Indeedee does switch into the Pelipper. So this will allow me to bring in my Abomasnow. And we should be able to get off... Okay, he's going to Surging Strike that can kill... Conkeldurr goes down. Damn it. I should have just Psychic Noised as well into the Urshifu. That's annoying. That is annoying. Oops, not camera up. We bring in Abomasnow here. Get the snow warning off. I'm gonna try it and hit the Trick Room here. I don't think Ferrap lives the turn. But with Abomasnow, do I Tera my Abomasnow or my Camerupt? I'm just gonna hit the Blizzard with the Abomasnow. Okay, Pelipper's gonna withdraw. For the Indeedee. Does that... Okay, I live the turn. I think your prison goes away if you switch out, right? I think it, in fact, does. Here's the Blizzard. Doesn't KO the Indeedee, but I do freeze it. It's kind of crazy. There goes the Urshifu. Honestly, setting up the Aurora Veil there wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world. And we do get the Trick Room off. Cool. Get the Trick Room off. So in it comes the Torkoal. Well, that kind of sucks. I think it just erupts and kills both my Pokemon, unfortunately. I'll just Psychic Noise the Torkoal, and I can't Ice Shard because of the Psychic Terrain being up. I mean, I tried a Blizzard, but he's gonna go first. Eruption, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna chalk that up to Urshifu. They didn't even bring Calyrex, but they still brought Urshifu, so what are you gonna do? And Urshifu can just bop anything it wants. The Indeedee does still stay frozen. Not that that helps. Here comes Camerupt. And I can't beat the Pelipper, right? I'm gonna Earth Power the Torkoal. It probably switches Torkoal into Pelipper. This point, okay, they're just gonna erupt. There's a ton of damage to my poor little camel. Earth Power into the Torkoal. Does one hit KO, which is nice. What does this Indeedee do? Indeedee is still frozen solid. The weirdness is going to disappear from the battlefield. It's not helpful at this point. But now in comes the Pelipper. Aww. How many turns do we have left of Trick Room? 2. Tera Grass, Tera Blast. It's only neutral to the Pelipper. So I don't think we KO it. But essentially what I need to have happen here. Essentially what I need to have happen is Pelipper go for a water move here. Does nothing to Camerupt. Indeedee stays frozen. Does. Pelipper goes for... It went for Hurricane? Why wouldn't you go for a water type move? I needed it to go for a water type move to win there. That sucks. If it would have went for a water type move, we would have lived it for sure. I probably would have had to Tera Blast the Pelipper the following turn still, and hope the Indeedee just didn't thaw. Even if it did, I don't know that Indeedee could do enough to an Assault Vest Camerupt. Well, I mean, who would know at this point? But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I just chalked that up to Urshifu, because Urshifu was able to just bop my Conkeldurr with no problem, so... That's what happens. That's what happens. We still brought it really close, so... Okay, we have a Ray HD in this time, thankfully. We do have King Gambit, who's a mod I can't wait to use, as well as the Dragapult I want to use. Farigiraf, Amoonguss, Whimsicott, and the Hisuian Typhlosion. So this is the one of the current strats is the Whimsicott Tailwind with the Hisuian Typhlosion Eruption. You go Sableye for Farigiraf. For Fake Out Trick Room. Conkeldurr actually does quite a bit of work here as well. So I go Sableye, Farigiraf, Conkeldurr. And then for the last Mon, do I go Camel? Camel does deal with quite a bit outside of... It deals with everything outside of the Dragapult. But Conkeldurr can bop a Dragapult. I think we just go Conkeldurr. Or, sorry, Camerupt. Or Snorlax could be good. I don't have enough time. I think the change I would make here is dropping Sableye for Snorlax. We'll see if that would have been helpful here in this at the start, because I think I would have started Snorlax Farigiraf or Conkeldurr Farigiraf. If I had more time, I probably would have went either Conkeldurr Farigiraf or Snorlax Farigiraf. So let's see if either of those leads would have been good here. Typhlosion, Whimsicott. This is specifically why I went Sableye. I think Snorlax Farigiraf here would have been fine because we have thick fat. So we would have been able to eat the Encore here. Or not the Encore. The Eruption. I'm going to fake out the Whimsicott and then just Trick Room. So fake out. Eruption. We should take this. Yeah, Farigiraf just barely takes it. Sableye goes down, which is honestly perfect. Eat our little berry. And then instead of Trick Room. Now we bring in Conkeldurr. And knockoff will bop a Typhlosion. So I'm gonna knock off. Oh wait, sorry. I wanted to do something else. Let me check. So we have Camerupt in the back. Do we need Grass Tera Camerupt? It wouldn't be awful for the Amoonguss. But outside of that, we don't really need it. So I'm gonna actually Tera my Conkeldurr here. Knock off into Typhlosion. Then we'll just Psychic Noise this one stuff. Typhlosion's going to withdraw. That's the only thing about Tera-ing the Conkeldurr here. It's going to be the King Gambit that comes in, but that's fine, because I just Drain Punch you next turn. Whimsicott also withdraws. I wasted my Tera then. What comes in where the Whimsicott is? The Amoonguss is taking a freaking Psychic Noise here, so I'm okay with this. And Conkeldurr is now immune to Amoonguss, so... I am A-okay with all of this happening. The Grass Tera, nice little Grass Tera. Knockoff. Does nothing to the King Gambit. But we do knock off its Black Glasses. Psychic Noise does not quite 50 to the Amoonguss. And Amoonguss can no longer heal. Take some burn damage, some burn chippies. But now this King Gambit has to Tera if it wants to survive the turn here. But I just knock off the Amoonguss with a Helping Hand boost. Getting rid of the Amoonguss will be really good for us here. Camerupt kind of deals with everything. It's just having Trick Room up when Camerupt is out is going to be the thing we have to deal with. King Gambit doesn't Tera. Does it protect? You were just going to like Drain Punch your King Gambit. That's kind of insane. So I'm going to knock off the Amoonguss. Just KO that. And I assume they KO my Farigiraf, right? Kowtow, please. Yeah, I want to get rid of Farigiraf. Well, that's fine, because now I bring in Typhlosion. Or not Typhlosion, sorry, Camerupt. Bring in my Camerupt. And if they bring in Typhlosion, that's perfect here. I don't think they will. I think they'll bring in Whimsicott. I think they're bringing Whimsicott here. Yeah, because I have Conkeldurr out in the Trick Room. So this King Gambit can Sucker Punch my Camerupt. But I'm gonna knock off the King Gambit and Erupt. It's times like this I wish I had Heat Wave on this Camerupt, but I wanted the single target flamethrowers. But I'm gonna Eruption here, because if they switch King Gambit out for Typhlosion to try and take that, and also expect a Drain Punch into that slot, then the Keldur's knockoff goes into it. If they just stay in Sucker Punch, I think Eruption will still do enough. I think. And if they like try to Tera to survive the Drain Punch, like Tera Flying. Where's the Tera? If it's not, if it's, yeah. It's Tera Water. Okay, so they're going to take this Eruption a little bit better then, but they are going to take a Guts Boost and Knockoff. They don't have an item anymore. Oh, they Sucker Punch the Conkeldurr. Okay, that's fine. That means I was knockoffing anyway. Here's the Eruption. It's still going to do a ton of damage. Oh, that didn't do as much to King Gambit as I would like. But that's a crit on the Whimsicott. And then knockoff from Conkeldurr. Still going to hurt. Yeah. I think one more might get it. Now Typhlosion has to come out, and I can Earth Power the Typhlosion. Although, what does Typhlosion really do to me? Does he have a Flame Orb and an Assault Vest? So my last turn of Trick Room. I think Typhlosion is choiced in some way. So I have to knock off. I mean, I should just be able to... I think I double Typhlosion here. Sucker Punch from the King Gambit. Yeah, that KOs the Camerupt. This is why I also Earth Powered into Typhlosion. This should KO. Yep. Now Camerupt just has to take a hit from King Gambit and we're fine. So we Earth Power into the King Gambit. It has Tera Blast? I hate this thing. Yep, see, Solid Rock doesn't do anything. Wasting our Tera on the Conkeldurr lost us that fight. Wasting the Tera on the Conkeldurr totally lost us that fight. I was like fully expecting the Whimsicott to Moonblast into Conkeldurr. That's the only reason I Terra'd there. Otherwise I wouldn't have done that. Because it didn't end up helping us with the Moongus either, so... Yeah, the King Gambit at the Tera Blast kind of sucked. They usually don't run that, because it's usually for, like, Protect, Sucker Punch, Kowtow, Ironhead, and if it's not Protect, it's usually like a low kick or something. But having the Tera Blast just wins it for him there. If only I had the Tera available for my Camerupt like I wanted to do. Dang it. Well, we might get 3 losses here, but it's a learning experience, you know? And the first loss doesn't count, okay? First loss doesn't count. They're using the Reg G team. Doesn't count. But for our last match here, let's see. Okay, this is Reg H. Goldingo, not Gimmighoul. Grimmsnarl, Pelipper, Rillaboom, Archaludon, and Incineroar. Double Fake Out, Archaludon's gonna be annoying. The triple fake out, technically. If they're running fake out on Grimmsnarl. I hate screens. Can I stop screens from being put up? I don't think so. I mean, I can fake out the Grimmsnarl, but that doesn't really help. I could set up my own screens. But if they have Pelipper in the back, then we don't get it up. What do I do about Archaludon? Camera up. I have to bring camera up for Archaludon. Snorlax? Tera Snorlax might be kind of goated here. Do I need a Bombasnow? Bombasnow just is so bad against this team, right? I think I go for a graph. Snorlax, Skinkelder, Camerupt. I don't like it. I don't like this matchup. Not one bit. But it's what we're working with. Like, I think Camerupt has brought a lot of value to the team, but it also is just such a weak Pokemon that it's easy to work around, right? Okay, we have Goldingo and Grimmsnarl, which is fine by me. I mean, they might be able to double my Fergraph here. I think I take it. I trigger him. And I'm just gonna curse up with Snorlax. There's the Reflect. Goldingo goes for Nasty Plot, which isn't the best thing. I'd like to have Sableye here for that. But we're gonna curse. And Fergraph's gonna get off the Trick Room. So he's a +2 Make It Rain. I think Snorlax takes one easily, so I'm going to Helping Hand my Snorlax. Go for a big crunch onto this Gimme Duel. It does have Reflect, but we're +1, and it'll be Helping Hand boosted. See how much that we can do here. Grimmsnarl is going to set up the light screen, that's fine. It's not fine, but what are we going to do about it, you know? The crunch. Still does 50. That's a 2-hit KO on a Gimme on a Goldingo. We're gonna see a Make It Rain. We both eat that. That's +2. That's +2 Make It Rain, and both my Pokemon ate it. So Fergraph will get a little health. Snorlax can get some health with the leftovers. And Goldingo also gets health. I don't think that saves it from a second crunch. You would have to protect here. I'm going to Helping Hand the Snorlax and Crunch. If it protects here, it does protect. If Grimmsnarl KOs for Fergraph, which I have a feeling it might, that's just perfect because I get to bring in Camerupt. You have to use the Foul Play. Owie. Okay, and my Snorlax gets a little more health, which isn't the end, which makes it so this isn't the end of the world. Goldingo will get some help, whatever. I bring in Camerupt. And Camerupt is going to Erupt, and then I'm going to use Body Slam. I Body Slam Goldingo. I think the Goldingo switches. It doesn't switch. Are you kidding me? Is it going to Water Tera? It Water Teras. Okay, this is fine then. Oh, it Dragon Teras. This is still fine. An Eruption and a Body Slam into this thing is going to be fine. I Body Slammed in case Pelipper swapped into that slot. Here's the Body Slam. Okay, it probably doesn't kill. You do paralyze it, though. Comes the eruption. Yeah, the eruption's gonna miss now. I hate screens. Make it rain is fine. We're gonna... Snorlax doesn't love that, but it takes it. I mean, I think the Grimmsnarl KOs us now, so yeah, foul play. With a crit, it did crit, didn't matter. I hate these screens. I hate these screens. Maybe I put Bird Break on the Snable Eye so I can break screens. Oh, I can kill her. I thought I had a Stinky McGillicuddy for some reason. Obama Snow. Blah, 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 blah. Do I drop another eruption? Let's erupt. Drain Punch to Grimmsnarl. I don't know that we KO Gimme Ghoul, but it's -2 right now, so... Yeah, we missed the KO on the Gimme Ghoul. And we missed the KO on the Grimmsnarl, man! I hate screens so freaking much. It's -2. I have Assault Vest. God, that still does too much. Spirit Break. It's gonna be in the Kill, so it's gonna hurt too. Yeah, I've kind of just resigned at this point, unfortunately. We can't break through these stupid screens. Am I gonna have to put just something that hits like a son of a bitch on this team to just KO Grimmsnarls all the time? Because I hate that that's what I have to do against screens. Because they're just so freaking annoying. Camerupt, I think you take another Shadow Ball. I mean, at this point, it doesn't really matter. Well, hold on. Hold on, I say this. I mean, again, it's still... yeah, no, I have to Mach Punch the Grimmsnarl, unfortunately. Because it's going to KO my Conkeldurr if I don't. Shadow Ball. You take a second one, right? Just barely. I mean, they still have 2 Pokemon in the back, so it doesn't really matter. There goes Gimme Ghoul. I mean, I think having a Steel type, because the camera up slot was the contentious spot for me, and I wanted to put a Steel type. So I think, where would I want to? Because maybe I just get rid of Abomasnow. As much as I want to use Abomasnow, I think it's just not worth it. Pelipper, yeah, we just lose. As much as I like Abomasnow, I think it's just so bad now, unfortunately. It's not like the old Gen 5 days you just run Abomasnow. Waste my time using Tera on a 10 HP Pokemon. Yeah, I don't know. Because I think, honestly, I think Camerupt does the most work on this team, which is kind of unfortunate. Mach Punch, okay. Screens are still up. Even with screens down, it wouldn't have mattered. A Hurricane Mike and Keldurr, that's fine. You KO me, and then the Archaludon does whatever the hell it wants. I'm trying to think what I could have done differently this fight. Like, I was so sure the Golden Go was just going to switch out for Pelipper, but using its Tera instead was good for them. I'm going to do one more. I know it'll be a little bit longer, and we'll probably lose our last match as well, but I just want to... I want to play one more game, you know? As much as we're losing every game, I'm not mad about it yet. So, there's that. Okay, now I'm going to be mad. Freaking Annihilate Maushold with Dragapult, Tyranitar, Gastrodon, and Sylveon. I think I need to save Grass Tera for Camerupt, just for the Gastrodon. I mean, we have a Abomasnow. Do we bring a Abomasnow in this match? It's good against... Like, technically only good against 2, but it can fight a Tyranitar if it needs to when it's in Trick Room. Conkeldurr is just so nice against Annihilate is the thing. I think I lead Conkeldurr, Farigiraf, Abomasnow, Camerupt? Do I not bring Snorlax? I think I just don't bring Abomasnow. Like, why am I bringing Camerupt? Earth Power for Tyranitar and Tera Grass. I'm going to end up using the Tera and Snorlax. That's why I dropped Camerupt. Because then we don't have to rely on the Tera to fight a Gastrodon. We can just use Abomasnow's Giga Drain. And we can get rid of the weather from the Tyranitar to drop its special defense boost. Oh, it's Mousehold Sylveon. That's not good. That's not great. I'm just gonna swap right into Snorlax. I hate having to take a freaking Hyper Voice from a Sylveon here, but unfortunately that is the case. I'm in Trick Room. Probably Helping Hand Hyper Voice too. Thought for sure they were leading Annihilate, but here we are. Ah, yes, fast taunt. That makes sense. I forget Mousehold carries taunt. Hyper Voice hurts, but it doesn't hurt enough. Gets the Throat Spray though. That's gonna make it hurt a little bit more. I mean, it did 63 to Snorlax. Farigiraf just can't do anything right now, which kind of shucks. We'll use Snorlax to Body Slam, Sylveon. And we're also going to Psychic Noise the Sylveon in case it switches to Annihilate. I do forget Mousehold gets taunt. I have to retrain myself on all these Reg H Pokemon now. I know it uses Pop Bomb and Follow Me, which is probably going to Pop Bomb here and KO my Snorlax. Maybe I should have Ghost Terra'd. I didn't think about that. I just thought about it using Follow Me. My big boys looking down at these little guys, and these little guys are going to beat them up. Okay, they protected with Mousehold. That's perfectly fine with me. I see another Hyper Voice from Sylveon. It's probably KO'd Farigiraf. No, it doesn't. Farigiraf gets a Citrus Berry. We're going to get a double target into Sylveon, which is nice. If we can get the Para, Psychic Noise doesn't really do anything, but it's all we could really do. And now we can Body Slam. We get the Paralysis. Ask and you shall receive. Alright, so Snorlax. Eat a little leftovers. Num num num. Do I call the Pop Bomb here? Do I call the Ghost Terra here? They have to be afraid of Snorlax, right? Actually, you know what? I can be safe about this. I don't need to Tera. I can protect. I can protect. I guess just Psychic Noise to break any Focus Sash. Okay, I'm gonna try and taunt the Snorlax. I was gonna Body Slam you, bud. I was gonna also Ghost Terra, which would have been bad. Psychic Noise does decent damage to the Mousehold. I see another Hyper Voice, which will KO Farigiraf. Farigiraf did go before Sylveon there, but Farigiraf also isn't negative speed, whereas Conkeldurr is. I mean, Conkeldurr's gonna go first no matter what. That's not the problem here. Snow Warning. And Body Slam Sylveon. Except for Aurora Veil. They could bring in Tyranitar here and just negate this. Okay, Mousehold protects. I don't know what this Mousehold is doing. It has Protect and Taunt. I have seen nothing else from it. Get the Aurora Veil up, which would go before Sylveon, which is huge. Because now Snorlax is going to eat this even better. And Sylveon gets paralyzed. Noise. Snorlax is the slowest thing on the field here. Okay, seeing that Sylveon goes after Abomasnow, I actually want to curse with Snorlax here. So I'm going to curse, and then Abomasnow can Blizzard pretty freely. Unless Tyranitar wants to come in, but... That Mousehold could go for Taunt here on the Snorlax. Oh, they're going to withdraw the Mousehold. Is it for Tyranitar? Yeah, Dune's going to be Tyranitar for sure. Yeah. So my Blizzard isn't 100% accurate anymore, which kind of sucks. And if I don't know if Sylveon's going to get hit by the Blizzard. They both get hit by the Blizzard. It's kind of crazy. Sylveon goes down. He's going to break my Sash, but Snorlax gets the Curse. We have Conkeldurr now in a pretty good spot. Abomasnow, of course, going to take some chippies. Okay, Mousehold comes in. Mousehold does in fact come in. I think I just protect this turn with Snorlax. I'm going to attempt the Giga Drain. Or do I just Ice Shard? Abomasnow goes down to Rock Slide here, so I'm just going to Ice Shard the Mousehold just to get some chip damage on it. Bring it down to 50. Mousehold's going to try and taunt my Snorlax, which makes sense. And Rock Slide from the Tyranitar. Honestly, if Tyranitar KOs Abomasnow, that's the best thing for us. Wow, he... Oh, we have Aurora Veil up. What am I doing? Actually, what am I doing? Why am I leaving Abomasnow in here? It's Tyranitar. It can't hurt Conkeldurr. And Snorlax is +1. If this thing wants a Rock Slide, let it Rock Slide. I'm going to Body Slam the Mousehold and swap in Conkeldurr. What am I doing? So in comes Conkeldurr. There's a taunt. That's fine. I figured that was coming. I would have, like... Essentially what I would have liked to have happened. Oh, he knocks off my leftovers too. That kind of sucks. Tyranitar gets knockoff now? Since when? It's a Body Slam. Now we get the free Guts boost as well with the Conkeldurr. Get the free Guts boost. And Annihilate? Kratos, it's gotta be Annihilate, right? Yeah. Let me Tera. Crunch. The Annihilate. And... I'll just Mach Punch the Tyranitar so I can't do any damage this turn. Tyranitar can Tera. Okay, which one of them is Terrain? Is it going to be the Annihilate or is it going to be the Tyranitar? It is the Tyranitar. It is Tera Flying. I had a feeling. But I had to go for it in case it wasn't. If it has Tera Blast, we're kind of just dead here, right? Go for Tera Ghost on the Snorlax so that Annihilate can't Drain Punch me. But this does mean the Annihilate can't Tera now. Annihilate Protect, that's fine, because then I don't give it a boost. Mach Punch still does decent damage to the Tyranitar. Tyranitar's going to low kick, but Snorlax is immune. Crunch doesn't do anything into Annihilate. We're going to see some Buffets, some Jimmy Buffets. Snorlax, is your taunt done yet, bud? So if not, we're kind of in a pickle. Because there was taunt, there was body slam, there was body slam. This has got to be the end of taunt, right? Aurora Veil wears off. He still has one more turn of taunt. I can't... I mean, yeah, I swap into Abomasnow. What am I thinking about? Just swapping Abomasnow. Because... Flingle Flangle. Because it's not going to live on its own anyway. So why worry about having it? We can bring in... Abomasnow. Who's going to take like a knockoff. Okay, the Annihilate bulks up. This is kind of fine because I'm hitting it with a Flame Orb to burn it. So it just makes it worse. There's a knockoff into the Abomasnow, that's fine. Knocks out the Focus Sash. I get to Flingle Flongle. Does nothing, but it burns, which is the important part of all that. That did absolutely nothing. Hold on. Why did that do so little? I know it had a bulk up, but that's still a neutral hit from a Guts boosted Conkeldurr. Kind of crazy. Now I bring in Snorlax, who doesn't have his leftovers. Kind of sucks. We protect. And we knock off the Tyranitar. Another bulk up from Annihilate. This is gonna be sad for me. He Tera Blast the Conkeldurr! No! Why? Like, at this point I thought he didn't have it because he just wasn't using it. Why worry about the Snorlax so much? You had an Annihilate sitting there. Why were you so worried about the Snorlax? Insane. Hey, Tera Blast has just screwed us over in 2 different fights here, unfortunately. Wasn't it only 2? Because it was the King Gambit and the Tyranitar. The first match was just Urshifu beating the hell out of us. Did the third match have a Tera Blast on us? I don't think it did. How did they Tera in that fight? What happened? Oops. I mean, it's unfortunate. Tera Blast, man. It's good. If you can fit it on your mons. That thing had Rock Slide, Low Kick, Tera Blast, Knockoff. When did Tyranitar start getting Knockoff? I thought they always had to run Crunch because they didn't get Knockoff. Is that new to this gen? We gotta check this right now because this is some nonsense. If Tyranitar now gets Knockoff. Tyranitar Cerebi. Because otherwise you just always run knockoff Tyranitar, right? I assume it's new to this gen because it's like a TM now or something. But that's a huge boost to Tyranitar if that's new. Or I'm just dumb and never knew that Tyranitar had knockoff. Crunch. Knockoff is from the DLC, right? So it's a later... Yeah, knockoff, TM 181. So it's legit, which I assumed it was. But did he get it last gen? TMs... Is knockoff a TM or move to remove last generation? Snarl, Brutal Swing. Assurance and Fling. Yeah, because Tyranitars would always run like Assurance. Taunt. Crunch. Dark Pulse. Foul Play. BDSP. Did you get knocked off then? Torment. I'm sure there's a quicker way to be like, hey, what new moves did Tyrannitar learn this generation? Because it doesn't look like it got freaking knockoff before this generation. Which, why would you boost Tyranitar like that? It's already such a good Pokemon. Yeah, let's go back to Gen 5, 6, 7. I don't know how to count 7. Knockoff was a move tutor move, right? In this generation. Foul Play. You know what's an easier way to do this? A knockoff Cerebi. Instead of Tyranitar Cerebi, just go knockoff. I think my computer's gonna be quick enough about it. Of course not, what would you be? For some reason, Cerebi just chugs my computer now. It used to only be Bulbapedia that did that, but some newest Cerebi just made it like that. Alright, so we don't even have to look at this gen, we can just look at Gen 8. This is by level up, which it's not. Level up, no. Breeding, no. Yeah, they just gave Conkeldurr knockoff, or not Conkeldurr, freaking Tyranitar knockoff for no reason this generation. Why did you do that, Pokemon? That Mon's already too freaking strong. Leave it alone. Don't freaking buff it. Cool. Well, we learned something today. Tyranitar learns knockoff. And this team sucks. I mean, it's partially me, I bet. Abomasnow didn't do anything. I think Abomasnow is the weak link in here. It's just what would make it better. And remembering Mousehold has Taunt, or can carry Taunt, and doesn't have Prankster, so we can use it. So I should have let Sable. I think if I would have brought Sableye more often, we would have been done better. But yeah, I'm not going to waste any more of your guys' time. I can theory craft off screen. But if you guys have anything to that I should change with this team, they have suggestions for, let me know in the comment section below. Because this is the first Reg H team, so I knew we'd need an extra week with it. That's why I wanted to start early. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Leave a like and subscribe if you have not already. I know we lost 4 times, but that's what happens when you're making a new team. But anyways, have a good night, everybody.